Hello students, last period we have discussed meaning of microeconomics and different definitions of microeconomics. Today let us discuss features of microeconomics. The first feature is study of individual units. Microeconomics deals with the study of small economic units such as a consumer, a producer, a seller, particular firm, individual industries, price of particular commodity, personal income. Thus, it is the study of individual units. Second feature is price theory. Microeconomics is also known as price theory. It is because it explains how the prices of goods and services are determined. And similarly, it explains how the prices of factors of productions are determined. The prices of goods and services are determined on the basis of their market demand and market supply. Similarly, the prices of factors of productions are determined on the basis of their market demand and market supply. Thus, we can say that price of petrol is determined by its demand and supply. Similarly, rent is the price of land. So, rent is determined by its demand and supply. Let us see third one, partial equilibrium. Microeconomics deals with partial equilibrium. It means it explains equilibrium position of two small economic variables such as individual demand is equal to individual supply at a particular price. Similarly, it explains how consumer attain an equilibrium by equating marginal utility of commodity to the price of that commodity. In simple words, a rational consumer compares marginal utility of a commodity to the price of that commodity. So, he goes on purchase one after another units of commodity up to marginal utility is equal to its price. Thus, microeconomics deals with the partial equilibrium. Now, fourth feature is based on certain assumptions. Microeconomics is based on certain fundamental assumptions or conditions. These are contained under the Latin phrase ceteris paribus, which means other things remains constant. Assumption includes perfect competition, full employment, non-interference of the government, etc. The theories and laws in economics can be proved under these assumptions. Another feature, slicing method. Microeconomics uses slicing method to study economic individual units in detail. In this method, whole economy is divided into slices or parts. Every part is studied in detail. For example, personal income is a part of national income. Similarly, individual demand is a small part of aggregate demand. Similarly, price of Gold is a part of general price, etc. So, microeconomics adopt slicing method. Another feature, use of marginalism principle. The concept of marginalism is the key tool of microeconomics analysis. The term marginalism means changes brought in total by an additional unit. This principle is useful to consumer as well as producer. Consumer takes the decisions about consumption of additional units of commodity, and producer takes the decision regarding the use of additional factors of production. Thus, marginal means the benefit the consumer gets from the last unit. So, when we take the decision, we have to think about the marginal principle. Let us see the another feature, analysis of market structures. Microeconomics analyzes different market structures such as monopoly, perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, duopoly, etc. Students, you will learn these market structures in further topics. Another feature, limited scope. The scope of microeconomics is limited because it deals with the individual units. It does not deals with the national income, but it is deals with the personal income. It does not deals with the aggregate demand, but it deals with the demand for particular commodity. Microeconomics deals with the national problems such as population, poverty, unemployment, inflation, economic growth and development, foreign trade, etc.